We're here in beautiful St. Cloud, Florida for the Week 3 matchup of the week.
We got an outstanding one today. Lake Brantley Patriots and the St. Cloud Bulldogs.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to The Pop. I'm Brett Dunn. This is my co-host, Jim McCrary, and we are here at Hickory Tree Park in St. Cloud, Florida for the Week 3 matchup of the week. The St. Cloud Bulldogs taking on Lake Brantley Patriots. Jim, how's it feel to be home?
This is where everything started for us, our program, coaching. Back before this field even existed, we were playing in a cow pasture out here. Had a lot of great flag games. Real tight competition back in the early 2000s, progressed up into tackle, and we've both been out of this particular association for a couple of years now, but this is like a homecoming.
It absolutely is. 18 years ago, I walked out on this field as a coach for the first time in Pop Warner, and I've been involved in Mid-Florida Pop Warner ever since. So it feels good to be here back in St. Cloud. And this should be a really good matchup between these two really good associations today.
They're two of the better associations in Division II. St. Cloud is a perennial playoff team at many different levels, junior Pee Wee all the way up to midget, now unlimited. And last year, the Pee Wee team, this year's junior midgets mostly, won the Mid-Florida Championship. We've won 6 in the last 5 years.
I think it's 7.
Like
I think St. Cloud Bulldogs have won 7 Mid-Florida championships in the last 8 years. I think that's the correct stat.
Lake Brantley always has a great organization from top to bottom up in Seminole County, and we're looking for these two teams largely to represent Mid-Florida in the playoffs, and we think we have a really good Division II matchup right now. St. Cloud and Lake Brantley. We'll look for some great action.
Yeah,
today.
It's going to be great. We were going to talk to obviously both commissioners. We're going to talk to a lot of coaches today. In upcoming segments, we're going to talk about what life lessons football can teach you, and I'm excited to hear the coaches' take on that because sometimes it's not just about football. But we caught up with Commissioner, the new commissioner. He's been here for, what, 3 years now?
It's third season.
Third season as commissioner. Jim Endicott for the St. Cloud Bulldogs. Here's what Jim had to say to us. Tell everybody about your history with this program and what you have done as the commissioner here.
Well, I started with the program. My sons played flag in the organization about 8 years ago. They started playing. My oldest boy finished up his career with Pop Warner, winning 2 Mid-Florida championships, and I've got a younger boy whose team is doing quite well this year.
And for the St. Cloud Bulldogs, this is a family affair for you guys, right?
No doubt. Not only with the 2 boys in the league, my wife is the treasurer of the organization, and we've both been on the board pretty much since that first year my boys started playing.
And it's not just you guys. It's a family affair here in St. Cloud for everybody, and you guys get huge support from the community here in St. Cloud, right?
There's no way I can go in St. Cloud anywhere that I don't see somebody who's been a part of or wants to become a part of our organization. The following we get here is just amazing. We have tents along the sidelines here. Those get set up on some as early as Tuesday nights for a Saturday game, and we travel the same way. No matter where we're going, we usually outnumber the opponent on their visitor side.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the one thing that everybody around Pop Warner says. If St. Cloud's coming, you better get your concession stand ready because they're bringing people with them.
Absolutely. I can't tell you how many times we have finished a day and they said this was our record sales.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that the community is really involved in the program, but the program's also involved in the community, right?
Yes, definitely. In fact, this year we had one of our board members stricken with breast cancer, and this year we're going to give back to the community by hosting an event during October at the halftime of each game of our home games to raise money for breast cancer and give back to
That's
that
a
organization.
great thing, and more associations should be involved in things like that. I love to hear it when they're giving back to the community. It's great. You're doing a great job here in St. Cloud. I know Mid-Florida Pop Warner is stronger because you're in it, and we couldn't ask for a nicer day out here. This has been the best week so far.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
I'm here with the Lake Brantley Patriots Commissioner, Mr. Dale Cody. Dale, how are you doing?
Doing great.
Thanks for joining us. Tell our viewers, how long have you been with the Lake Brantley program?
Been with the program for 5 years.
And you coached all the way up different levels?
Yeah, 3 years at Tiny Mite and 2 years at Mighty Mite.
Oh, wow. And this is your first year as a commissioner.
First year as a commissioner.
Let's
yes.
talk about that for a minute. What brought you to that decision to be the commissioner of Lake Brantley Patriots?
It was just one of those things where our previous commissioner had left, and it was just a question of, is somebody willing to step up? And I said I would do it.
That's great. And without guys like you, these programs wouldn't exist, and that's the truth. Starting out as your first year as commissioner, what's been the most difficult challenge that you faced?
Oh, without question. Pop Warner does a lot of great things for a lot of great kids, but with that comes a lot of rules. And learning all the rules, Mid-Florida, which is our governing agency, has been incredibly patient with my myriad of questions. The vice president, I'm pretty sure she's got me on block. I'm not sure, but ultimately, it's really been that.
And what would you say has been the most rewarding part so far? What have you enjoyed about it so far?
Oh, the kids and the coaches. You know, when you're a board member, you really don't have the ability to directly affect kids' lives. All you really have the ability to do is empower coaches and team moms and give them everything they need to really affect those kids' lives. And that's really been our goal as a board and myself personally the whole time.
Yeah, I've always felt that way, especially as a commissioner, not just any board position, but the commissioner. It's almost like when you coach, it's your team, but when you're the commissioner,
Right.
they're all your teams, and you get to interact with all the coaches and all the kids, and that's what was special about it for me also, so I completely understand. So is that what's going to bring you back year after year to keep doing this?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It's really, I enjoy the coaches. I love the kids. You know, because I started, 3 years ago with Tiny Mites, 2 years with Mighty Mites, a lot of these kids are junior peewees and peewees now. And the best thing in the world is when you walk along the sideline and I'm still Coach Dale. And that's the best title in the world, short of husband or father.
That's great. That's great. Well, I know that Lake Brantley's program is much stronger now with you in that role, and Mid-Florida as a whole is stronger with you in it. Dale, thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it. Thanks,
All right.
Brent.
Capture the Magic, concerts by Parma Lee, Cole Swindell, Paul Revere's Raiders, and Mitch Ryder.
Be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Your family means the world to you. When one member of the family has a legal crisis, the whole family suffers. Who can they turn to for affordable, experienced, and courteous legal advice? I'm Gabriel Adam of the Adam Law Firm. Every day, we help families solve legal problems. Criminal defense, immigration, personal injury, family law, and estate planning. I will fight for your family's peace of mind. Please contact us today. The Adam Law Firm. Your voice, your attorney.
American Auto is your home for fast, friendly, reliable service. Whether you're driving a car
or truck, you'll get the best deals on Cooper tires at American Auto.
Not just Cooper tires, but makes like Michelin and Goodyear too. Plus, don't forget about our in-house financing.
Hey, we just don't do tires. Our service department can fix anything.
Remember, our service is Super Tires by Cooper.
American operated, we're American Auto.
BizCard Express, super fast printing and signs for all your printing needs. Business cards in 1 hour or less. Same-day printing of signs and banners. Banners starting as low as $14.95. Menus, brochures, flyers, and more. BizCard Express. Save time and money. Business cards in 1 hour or less. BizCard Express. Look for the green vans. For franchise information, visit bizcardfranchise.com.
Capture the magic at the Volusia County Fair. See the livestock, sea lions, and Goat Mountain.
Come be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Welcome back to the Pop. Jim, we've got some highlights coming up that I've been waiting to see all season. It's going to be our first look at the Tiny Mite and Mighty Mite division.
Yeah, they've been doing the Tiny Mites here for a few years now, and I was a little skeptical about watching it and seeing how it was going to develop. Really thought they'd have a hard time equipping these kids with the proper size helmets and pads and pants and everything. It's been a really good development over the last few years, and now that we've been after it, everything's smooth. Coaches understand the rules. The officials understand the rules a little bit better. And the Tiny Mite development has really come a long way.
Yeah,
it's competitive football.
I think it's important to point out that Mid-Florida blazed the trail for this.
Absolutely.
We were the first conference in the nation to do the Tiny Mite division, and now it's nationwide. It's carried on everywhere, and it's going to be fun to watch. And if you haven't seen Tiny Mite football, check this out. It's amazing.
In our first look at the Tiny Mite division, the Tiny Mite division was piloted in the Southeast region and went conference-wide in Mid-Florida Pop Warner about 8 years ago. Mid-Florida Pop Warner was the first conference to take on Tiny Mites conference-wide, and now it's carrying on everywhere else in the nation, and it is a staple in Pop Warner.
Very popular here in Mid-Florida since its inception. The Tiny Mites is the pioneer group of the developmental league. Gives the kids their first real look at tackle football. 5, 6, 7-year-old kids. Some leagues only allow 6 and 7s to play, but it's a first chance to get them in, get some contact, understand the rules of the game, and start enjoying it and developing a love for it.
And as you can see, these kids are coached up very well by each association in Mid-Florida Pop Warner. They really teach them how to play football. There's modified rules to make sure that everyone's on a more level playing field as far as offensive and defensive formations and restrictions on what they can do. But it gives the coaches the opportunity to kind of go down to the bare basics and teach these kids how to play tackle football at a very early age.
Well, and you can see some of the teams are very basic in what they do, running the ball. Some are very sophisticated. Some can block downfield. Some even have a passing game. And you get to see the very beginnings of what the kids are capable of. It's not just place them in a position, wind them up, and watch them go. They actually have to get out there and run through the plays and understand the formations and their role in that play.
Yeah, and these are clearly the superstars of tomorrow here on the Tiny Mite division.
Today's game with our Tiny Mite team, we have that's a good balance of 7-year-olds and 6-year-olds. Today we had some standout performances from our young guys, especially in the second half. Miles really did a great job on defense. He grew a lot as a player today. But all of our kids really pulled together as a team. And the first time we really had our backs against the wall. And there's really some great standout performances from our kids. Quarterback Green really stepped it up and made a clutch pass. Everyone was paying attention to their coaches. They were focused. They were quick out of the huddle. It was really a disciplined ball team today. And I'm proud of them. I'm sure their parents are very proud of them today.
Now on to the Mighty Mite division. Mighty Mite is step up from Tiny Mites. Kids are 8 and 9 years old. And as you can tell, there's quite a bit of difference between the efficiency of what these Mighty Mite players are doing and what we see in the lower Tiny Mite level.
A little bit more sophisticated offense and defense. The coaches don't have to do so much, putting the players in their place and making sure the kids understand the formations a little bit better, and they're producing out on the field.
Yeah, you'll see there's a lot of running of the football and a lot more blocking. The kids are starting to understand at this level the importance of complete team play on both sides, the offense and the defensive side of the ball.
A little bit better tackling and just overall defensive play compared to the Tiny Mites. The Tiny Mites are a little bit just kind of rumbling, bumbling, stumbling around into each other. These guys are trying to find a ball and make the tackle.
Big gang tackling on defense as well. Just when you see that at the Mighty Mite levels with these kids being so young, it's all attributed to the dedication, the hard work these coaches are putting in. Lead blocking even downfield from some of these kids, and that is good coaching.
Yeah, even a little wide open passing game here. You see once the teams run so often, the defense gets a little complacent and have a nice pitch and catch and a long run for a touchdown.
It's always nice to see the Mighty Mite division being very competitive, and it just big time promise for these kids coming up, and by the time they're at the Pee-wee and junior midget level, they're superstars, and you can see that the development of those kids at an early age. Nice cutbacks on the runs, starting to develop really good vision on the field. You can just tell a lot of times what kind of players these kids are going to be when they get older.
But when you see a play like that too and a kid cuts back into the open field, that's not coached. That's instinct. More sure tackling. The defense, once they find the ball, they try to close in and really wrap up the ball carrier.
The Mighty Mite level is still an instructional level, as you'll notice. The coaches are still on the field.
Our special teams was great. We recovered the onside kick, had great offensive line blocking. Our offensive line had pancake blocks all over the field. That opens it up for our runners. The running backs were blocking well and also running well. Our defensive line did a great job today, getting in there, getting quarterback pressure. And just all in all, the kids did their job and played a great game.
Capture the magic of the Volusia County Fair. Enjoy French fries, sausage, funnel cakes, and more delicious fair food.
Come be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Your family means the world to you. When one member of the family has a legal crisis, the whole family suffers. Who can they turn to for affordable, experienced, and courteous legal advice? I'm Gabriel Adam of the Adam Law Firm. Every day, we help families solve legal problems: criminal defense, immigration, personal injury, family law, and estate planning. I will fight for your family's peace of mind. Please contact us today. The Adam Law Firm. Your voice, your attorney.
American Auto is your home for fast, friendly, reliable service. Whether you're driving a car
or truck, you'll get the best deals on Cooper tires at American Auto.
Not just Cooper tires, but makes like Michelin and Goodyear too. Plus, don't forget about our in-house financing.
Hey, we just don't do tires. Our service department can fix anything.
Remember, our service is Super Tires by Cooper.
Capture the magic of the Volusia County Fair with Dennis Lee Band, Can-Do Magic Show, and Extreme Illusions.
Come out and be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Welcome back to the Pop, everybody. I'm Brad Dunn, my co-host Jim McCrary. We're here in beautiful St. Cloud. This is the matchup between the St. Cloud Bulldogs and the Lake Brantley Patriots. And right now we're talking about the Pee Wee and the Junior Midget Division, probably the strongest matchup of the day, Jim.
A really good matchup between two Division II teams. These teams were featured in the playoffs at many levels last season. We expect the same thing this year. Two strong opponents. We expect the Pee Wee and the Junior Midgets to provide us with some great, exciting football this afternoon.
Absolutely. Two strong programs, and that's why they were chosen for this week's matchup of the week. These games promise to be great. Check them out. Here's what happened.
And now on to the Pee Wee division. St. Cloud coming out with the big run early in the game, taking it all the way to the house. And St. Cloud on the board really early in this game. Later on in the game, St. Cloud finds more room around the corner, in for another touchdown, and it looks like St. Cloud's going to run away with this game.
Well, they got size and speed when you got fundamentals beyond that.
Today was awesome. Today was from top to bottom, from special teams all the way up, offense, defense. These boys played an amazing game. I am proud of this Pee Wee Bulldog team. This is a good football team right here. Way to go, Bulldog!
And now Junior Midget matchup. Bulldogs come out in the double wing. And that's number 22, Jake Parsons, looking for some room.
Oh no, that's number 4, Travis Lesko with a sack.
And now on fourth down, that's Parsons again.
With a swarming Patriot defense.
And now Bulldogs up the middle.
Big number 72, Tyler Kraus, with a fumble recovery for the Patriots.
And now the Patriots with the ball. Straight to the air.
But the Bulldogs defense gets a turnover of their own.
And now the Bulldogs 2nd and 5. And that's number 2, Colton Weesmore, shaking and baking, getting down the field. Big first down for the Bulldogs.
Finally brought down by number 22, Logan Miller for the Patriots.
And now the Patriots have the ball 2nd down. and that is number 28, Logan Keller, looking for room on the outside.
Yeah, taking down my number 34, Walker Dillard.
More up our sleeve when they go around the right side and N for another Bulldogs touchdown. Now on second down, Seigner to the air again, and in 2 plays, the Patriots take 70 yards, and they're on a drive. And just when you think the Patriots got something going,
Ball's on the ground and scooped by number 2, Colton Weismore, and he's off to the races, and there's no one going to catch him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
It went well. It could have been better. We had some mistakes on both sides of the ball, fumbled the ball a couple times, but we played good physical football and ended up winning the game.
It was a hard-fought game. St. Cloud, they brought their A game. They were definitely they were physical. They were here to play football. Our guys, first half didn't show up. You know, we had plays, we had turnovers, we just couldn't punch it in. You know, I definitely applaud my guys at the end. You know, but like I told them after the game, it's 4 quarters. You can't decide to turn it on in the 4th quarter and expect to win a ball game. So I give all the credit to St. Cloud. They were prepared to play. They played us 4 quarters, and they beat us.
You're watching the Pop on Bright House Sports Network. Go Bulldogs!
Capture the magic at the Volusia County Fair. Don't miss the exhibits, quilts, and artwork.
Be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
BizCard Express, super fast printing and signs for all your printing needs. Business cards in 1 hour or less. Same-day printing of signs and banners. Banners starting as low as $14.95. Menus, brochures, flyers, and more. BizCard Express. Save time and money. Business cards in 1 hour or less. BizCard Express. Look for the green vans. For franchise information, visit bizcardfranchise.com.
American Auto is your home for fast, friendly, reliable service. Whether you're driving a car
or truck, you'll get the best deals on Cooper tires at American Auto.
Not just Cooper tires, but makes like Michelin and Goodyear too. Plus, don't forget about our in-house financing.
Hey, we just don't do tires. Our service department can fix anything.
Remember, our service is Super Tires by Cooper.
Your family means the world to you. When one member of the family has a legal crisis, the whole family suffers. Who can they turn to for affordable, experienced, and courteous legal advice? I'm Gabriel Adam of the Adam Law Firm. Every day, we help families solve legal problems: criminal defense, immigration, personal injury, family law, and estate planning. I will fight for your family's peace of mind. Please contact us today. The Adam Law Firm. Your voice, your attorney.
Capture the magic of the Volusia County Fair and the Old Plantation Antique Gas Station and Antique Tractor Parade.
Come out and be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Welcome back to the Pop. Jim, here in beautiful St. Cloud, it's not just about football. It's about cheerleading.
two really good programs with St. Cloud and Lake Brantley, have a strong tradition of quality football, but they have a quality cheer program amongst both of them. They set the standard here in Mid-Florida. A couple of the associations out there are pretty good, but Lake Brantley and St. Cloud are right at the top.
Absolutely. When it comes to cheerleading, nobody does it like Mid-Florida Pop Warner. We caught up with both cheer coordinators from both Lake Brantley and St. Cloud, and here's what they had to say about their particular cheer programs.
Welcome back to the Pop. I'm Jim McCrary, and I'm here with our cheer coordinator from St. Cloud, Ms. Tracy Ewan. She's also the junior midget head coach, and I'm also with April Engers. She's an assistant coach on junior midget. With Samantha Holland, junior Pee Wee head coach, and Franny McNutt. She's a scholastic coordinator for St. Cloud, as well as an assistant coach on the Unlimited squad. Tracy, how long have you been with your association, and what is your exact role? What do you do for St. Cloud?
I have been with the association for over 9 years, and I've been a coach in this program for over 6 years now. And this will be my pretty much last year because my daughter's going to
And it's going to be a sad day when you leave, because my youngest daughter has been with you since she's been in the tackle program. So it's kind of a bittersweet ending here. You've had a lot of success with your teams. Tell us about how you fare in the Mid-Florida Conference and regional, and even a couple trips out to Disney.
Yes. Our junior midgets has gone or placed at Mid-Florida at regionals, and we've been at Disney the last 2 years. And then all of our other programs, our junior Pee Wee and our Pee Wee and our midgets also have all placed at Mid-Florida and has advanced to regionals as well.
You mentioned that one of the ways that you attract girls into the program is the girls actually go out and find their friends at school in the community and bring them in. How many kids go from year to year and stay with the program? Is it a majority, or do you have a lot of new kids?
I would say over half stay with the program. Actually, more than half stay with the program, and then we also bring in a lot more girls and get them excited. I know for a fact, like even our midget team and stuff, a lot of those girls are brand new, just from word of mouth and hearing them, and came into our program.
You have a really strong scholastic program. Franny is a scholastic coordinator. Tell us about your grade activity. How well are the girls doing in class?
They are doing amazing. In fact, our cheer right now and stuff like that, we have over 50 right now that is like All-American. So our scholastics are very huge, and we push that. I know on the junior midget football side, and stuff like that, they are doing very well.
Well, one last thing. When you're done this season, what are your plans after that? Are you planning on trying to get into high school, or you want to continue coaching?
I'm still up and down. There's a lot of girls that I've been coaching as well as your daughter since Mighty Mites. I hate to see them go, but I might stay on as coordinator, but at the same time not be actually that good.
Well, that's not a bad move.
So I might stay on as coordinator one more year, but not actually coaching.
Outstanding. Thanks for your time.
Being a part of Pop Warner is so much more than just playing football or cheering on the sidelines. We are the Pop Warner Little Scholars, and Pop Warner is the only nationwide youth sports organization that requires their kids to perform academically before they're allowed on the fields. We teach them academics and we teach them athletics to develop lifelong skills that carry them through life.
Like Brantley Pop Warner teaches about teamwork. For example, you can't make a cheer routine without teamwork.
In addition to teamwork, the girls make lasting friendships that carry on to the rest of their lives.
I cheered all the way through Pop Warner and through high school, and I learned a lot about making new friendships and working together as a team. And it's honestly been one of the best experiences of my life, Pop Warner, and coaching now.
You're watching the Pop on Bright House Sports Network. Go Bulldogs!
Capture the magic of the Volusia County Fair and the Old Plantation Antique Gas Station and Antique Tractor Parade.
Come be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
BizCard Express, superfast printing and signs for all your printing needs. Business cards in 1 hour or less. Same-day printing of signs and banners. Banners starting as low as $14.95. Menus, brochures, flyers, and more. BizCard Express. Save time and money. Business cards in 1
American Auto is your home for fast, friendly, reliable service. Whether you're driving a car
or truck, you'll get the best deals on Cooper tires at American Auto.
Not just Cooper tires, but makes like Michelin and Goodyear too. Plus, don't forget about our in-house financing.
Hey, we just don't do tires. Our service department can fix anything.
Remember, our service is Super Tires by Cooper.
The secret to Backyard Boys Barbecue begins with good old know-how and preparation. Beef, pork, and chicken slow smoked to perfection, basted in our legendary barbecue sauce. Every authentic and delicious bite reminds you of how barbecue is supposed to taste. At Backyard Boys Barbecue, you'll find friendly folks serving you a wide variety of dishes, including our all-you-can-eat dinners at everyday low prices. Come in and taste the barbecue in our backyard. Backyard Boys Barbecue, Ridgewood Avenue, South Daytona.
Capture the Magic, concerts by Parma Lee, Cole Swindell, Paul Revere's Raiders, and Mitch Ryder.
Come out and be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Welcome back to the Pop, everybody. It's time for highlights, Jim. Best part of the show. And we're talking junior midgets around the league. 15 different game sites today. It's happening everywhere.
We got Popka at South Central. Leesburg is out at Ridge.
We got Oviedo taking on Winter Park today, and Pine Hills taking on Ocoee.
All great matchups.
Great matchups. Check it out. Here's the highlights from the junior midget division.
County Fair and the Old Plantation Antique Gas Station and Antique Tractor Parade.
Come be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
BizCard Express, superfast printing and signs for all your printing needs. Business cards in 1 hour or less. Same-day printing of signs and banners. Banners starting as low as $14.95. Menus, brochures, flyers, and more. BizCard Express. Save time and money. Business cards in 1
American Auto is your home for fast, friendly, reliable service.
Whether you're driving a car
or truck, you'll get the best deals on Cooper tires at American Auto.
Not just Cooper tires, but makes like Michelin and Goodyear too. Plus, don't forget about our in-house financing.
Hey, we just don't do tires. Our service department can fix anything.
Remember, our service is Super Tires by Cooper.
The secret to Backyard Boys Barbecue begins with good old know-how and preparation. Beef, pork, and chicken slow smoked to perfection, basted in our legendary barbecue sauce. Every authentic and delicious bite reminds you of how barbecue is supposed to taste. At Backyard Boys Barbecue, you'll find friendly folks serving you a wide variety of dishes, including our all-you-can-eat dinners at everyday low prices. Come in and taste the barbecue in our backyard. Backyard Boys Barbecue, Ridgewood Avenue, South Daytona.
Capture the magic of the Volusia County Fair and the Old Plantation Antique Gas Station and Antique Tractor Parade.
Come out and be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Welcome back to The Pop, everybody. I'm Brett Dunn. It's my co-host, Jim McCrary. And now we're talking Unlimited, Jim. The highlights of the Unlimited division around the league.
The big boys getting after it. We saw a great matchup in Lake Mary. Lake Mary set the standard last week. This week, I'm looking at Sanford at Olympia and Winter Springs out at East Ridge.
And Jackson Canfield and that Lake Mary Unlimited team taking on Dr. Phillips. Going to be a great matchup there. We also got Haggerty playing Wekiva. Unlimited football. Check it out.
Our first matchup for the Unlimited division was between Avalon and South Orange. Today's highlights are going to focus on special teams, that extra point or that 2-point conversion at the end of the game. As the final seconds tick down in this matchup, Avalon would win 13-6. We go out to Lake County, where Claremont hosted Lake Howell. Soon after the game started, Lake Howell would take a commanding lead and end up winning 28-0. Our next matchup takes us to Lake Mary, where the Rams hosted the Dr. Phillips Panthers. The score ended up being 29-6, and Dr. Phillips showed why they're ranked number 1 in Mid-Florida at the Unlimited division. Our next Unlimited match takes us all the way out to Polk County, where Ridge Youth hosted Leesburg. The game was decided early on. Leesburg won 47-13. The South Orlando Braves hosted the Lyman Greyhounds. This was our closest matchup of the day and would end up being decided by a 2-point conversion, stressing just how important having a good kicker is to win those close games. The The Harmony Longhorns traveled up from Osceola County to take on the Mount Dora Hurricanes. Mount Dora scored early and often to win this 32-0. Our next matchup takes us to the high school of Olympia, where the Titans took on the Sanford Seminoles. Early on in this game, Olympia dominated and would end up winning 25-0. The South Lake Eagles from Lake County would take on the West Orange Wildcats. West Orange speed was just too much for South Lake's size, and West Orange would go on to win this one 18-6. The Winter Park Tigers hosted the Oviedo Lions. Winter Park used their running attack and their passing attack to completely dominate Oviedo. Final score was 36-0. Our last matchup of the day takes us out to Lake County, where the East Ridge Knights hosted the Winter Springs Grizzlies. East Ridge handed Winter Springs a loss, beating them 18-0.
You're watching the Pop on Bright House Sports Network. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back to the Pop, everybody. We're here in beautiful St. Cloud for the matchup between the St. Cloud Bulldogs and the Lake Brantley Patriots. And Jim, we talked to a bunch of coaches about not what they teach the kids in the game of football, but what life lessons they can learn from the game of football.
There are a lot of profound things that can be learned from this game. These kids can take forward with them not only about the game, but about life and what it can do for them later on.
My football coach in high school, Doug Peacock, great coach, taught me a bunch of stuff. And one of the things that he used to say all the time is if it was easy, everybody would do it. This game is hard, and it takes a lot of work and determination to get good at it. and especially to get a victory over someone else who's working that hard. And what he used to tell us is that any part in life where you're trying to achieve something, it takes hard work and determination, and you've got to try to win, because you're going to be competing with somebody else, whether it's for a job, a position, doing anything, you're going to be competing, and that's what football teaches you. And a lot of those lessons carry over into the life. And here's what all the coaches around the league, particularly here at the Matchup of the Week, had to say about the life lessons of football.
The most important thing for us is that these kids love the game of football when all is said and done at the end of this season. In the Tiny Mites, we don't keep score, but everyone feels the score. And each performance and each time they grow every week, we make sure we recognize it. And at the end of the day, when they walk off smiling and cheering, win or lose, it's a great day for these kids.
For me, it was one of those things, realizing that it takes a team to do things, you know, that everybody has a role in life and responsibilities, and it helps you get ready for that, you know, to do your job and to do it well and be accountable. It taught me accountability.
For me, it's really, it's a hard work and all of those things, but you can learn a lot of that in sports. The thing about football is the time you spend together, the hours that you spend together, the hours the families are all together, kind of the community that comes in. And you know, football is unforgiving in the sense that it can be a really, really tough day, or it can be a really, really great day. When things don't go great, it's all about how, you know, your character, how things are going for you that day. And when we have a tough game, I don't really talk much about the wins, the loss, or the total. I talk about what we can learn from it, how we can get better, how we can go ahead and improve for the next time.
I'm here with two of the coaches from West Orange Junior Pee Wee and two of the coaches for Lake Mary Rams. We know that there's a lot of life lessons involved in the game of football. As coaches, you teach your kids that there's things that you're going to learn as a football player that you're going to be able to take with you for the rest of your life. And I wanted you guys to just comment on some of those, we'll take 4 of them today, life lessons that your kids, you want to instill in them. And we'll start with the first one.
We talk to our kids each and every day about hard work. They got to come out, put the time in, put the effort. They may get knocked down, get back up, brush yourself off, and try harder and harder, and that carries over into life. You're going to see that every day moving on.
And we got another one with teamwork. Coach, if you want to tell us, you know, football is all about teamwork. With 11 guys, it's not about one individual. The old cliche, there's no I in team. And so you teach your kids teamwork, and what do you tell your kids how that carries out over in life?
Absolutely. Teamwork is very crucial in team play, and it also carries over into life. You know, even on our jobs, you know, everyone has a job to do, and we try to teach the kids to understand that each team member has a job, and when you do your job, we work together as a team, and we're able to be successful. We always try to teach our kids that at West Orange, you know, working together, because a lot of times these kids, especially in this particular arena, you know, if we don't work together, we can't move forward. So teamwork is very important in the game of football and also in the game of life.
Okay. Coach, you have another opportunity. We'll keep that microphone nice and close to your mouth.
Absolutely.
You want to talk about?
Discipline. We really try to teach and educate and really bring the culture of discipline and respect. Discipline in life, getting from point A to point Z, point A to point B. It's a huge part of our lives, from school to work into relationship building. Respecting, it's a huge one as well in our organization, respecting our coaches, but first and foremost, respecting our parents and each other. So discipline and respect, it's a large part of education and culture building we try here in Lake Mary.
And Coach, you have the last one, probably the most important one, and that's the academics. And Pop Warner stresses academics. We know that these kids can't play in high school if they're not hitting the books, hitting the grades already in elementary school and middle school. So what does West Orange and Pop Warner teach these kids at a young age that academics is number one?
Well, you're absolutely correct. Academics is one of the biggest and most important things there is out there. And a lot of the best athletes never make it to the football field because they don't have the grades. If you were to ask probably 90% of these kids what they want to do when they graduate, they'll tell you they want to play pro football. Well, in order to play pro football, you got to play high school football, you got to play college football. In order to do that, you got to have grades. So it's a very critical piece to the puzzle. And if these kids can focus on that piece, it's going to take them further in life, because the majority of these athletes will never get to play pro football. So if they at least get their degree and get that education, it's going to be very valuable to them. So academics is very huge, and we try to make sure that our kids are focused on it, and we constantly just make sure that they're doing the right thing in the classroom.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks much, and I appreciate all the hard work you do with the kids.
Thank you.
Well, the life lessons that I've learned in football has been adversity. You know, learning to deal with, you know, getting injured or having to miss games, you know, because when you're out there in the real world, adversity happens all the time. Happens, you know, a death of the family member or you know, something along those lines, an injury. You know, football, you know, when you're part of a football organization and you got to deal with your star player getting hurt for the year, I mean, that's adversity to overcome. You know, adversity to, you jump off sides, you gotta clear your head, and you gotta get back to the next play. It's learning how to deal with adversity throughout your time here.
And now the Junior Pee Wee division matchup between the Lake Brantley Patriots and the St. Cloud Bulldogs. Both teams very stout teams. Lake Brantley's getting it done. Nice vision on the run, and they're back in scoring position.
Just trying to run in the open field, modified wedge out of the spread.
Very stout St. Cloud Junior Pee Wee defense, and Lake Brantley still pounding the ball. And now to the unlimited division. The Bulldogs with a season record of 0-2 to this point.
They got their work cut out for them today too. Lake Brantley is a little bit more polished at this point of the season. Neither team has a whole lot of size compared to some of the other unlimited teams we've seen so far. We don't see any super heavyweights.
And early on, it's 12-0. St. Cloud finding themselves in a deep hole early in this game, and
Well, I tell you, we thank St. Cloud, first of all, for just letting us come to this beautiful field they have here. And I thought it was a great day of football. It was a nice, beautiful weather that we've had, and the kids played hard on both sides of the ball. It was a great day.
Well, that just about does it for this edition of the Pop. But could it have been a better day today?
It's beautiful out here, just enough sun, a little breeze. It's kind of cool, not nearly as bad as it's been the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, don't forget, this was the match of the week this week, but you have a say in future matchups. Go on our Facebook page, The Pop on Facebook, and you cast your vote for the match of the week for upcoming weeks. Don't forget to check out the Inbound Sports Radio Show every Sunday from 8 to 10 on 8:10 a.m. and 93.1 FM CBS Sports Radio Orlando for more Pop Warner action. And be sure to check us out right here on Bright House Sports Network next week on The Pop.